self-confidence, and self-esteem, the invisible forces that shape your life. Few forces influence the quality of your life more profoundly than self-confidence and self-esteem. They affect how you think, how you act, how you relate to others, and ultimately what you achieve. Every decision you make, every opportunity you pursue, and every challenge you face is filtered through your perception of yourself. Long before circumstances determine your results, your beliefs about yourself begin shaping those circumstances. Many people spend years trying to improve their lives without realizing that the foundation of almost every meaningful accomplishment is internal. Success is not merely the result of talent, intelligence, resources, or luck. It is often the result of a person's willingness to believe that they are capable of acting effectively in the face of uncertainty. At the heart of this willingness lie two closely related psychological forces: self-esteem and self-confidence. Although people often use these terms interchangeably, they are not exactly the same. They are deeply connected, but each plays a unique role in shaping human behavior and performance. Understanding how they interact can help you develop a stronger sense of self and unlock levels of performance you may never have thought possible. Understanding self-esteem, your relationship with yourself. Self-esteem can be described as the overall value you place on yourself. It is the judgment you make about your own worth. It reflects the degree to which you respect yourself, accept yourself, and believe that you deserve happiness, success, and fulfillment. One psychologist famously described self-esteem as your reputation with yourself. This definition is particularly powerful because it suggests that self-esteem is not determined by what others think of you. Rather, it is determined by what you think of yourself. Most people spend considerable energy protecting their reputation in the eyes of others. They want to be respected, admired, and appreciated. Yet many neglect the most important reputation they possess, the one they hold within their own minds. Your internal reputation is built through your thoughts, choices, actions, habits, and responses to life's challenges. Every promise you keep to yourself strengthens your self-respect. Every challenge you face courageously reinforces your sense of worth. Every time you act according to your values, you send yourself a powerful message: I can trust myself. Conversely, when you repeatedly betray your own standards, avoid responsibilities, or surrender to fear, you weaken that internal reputation. Self-esteem is not arrogance. It is not believing that you are better than others. It is not a feeling of superiority. Healthy self-esteem is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your value regardless of external circumstances. It is the ability to acknowledge your strengths without denying your weaknesses. It is recognizing that your worth as a human being is not dependent upon perfection. People with strong self-esteem are not free from failure. They simply understand that failure is an event, not an identity. The nature of self-confidence. Self-confidence is often described as belief in one's ability to perform successfully in a particular situation. While self-esteem concerns your overall sense of worth, self-confidence concerns your belief in your capacity to achieve desired outcomes. For example, a person may possess high self-esteem yet feel uncertain about public speaking because they lack experience. Similarly, someone may be highly confident in their technical abilities while struggling with low self-esteem due to deeper emotional issues. Self-confidence is more specific and task-oriented. It answers questions such as, can I handle this challenge? Am I capable of solving this problem? Can I perform effectively under pressure? Do I have what it takes to succeed? The stronger your confidence, the more willing you become to act despite uncertainty. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the belief that you can function effectively even when fear is present. Every successful individual experiences doubt. The difference is that confident people do not allow doubt to become a permanent obstacle. They move forward despite it. The power of self-efficacy. Another important concept related to self-confidence is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy refers to your belief in your ability to produce a desired result in a specific situation. It reflects how competent and effective you feel when facing a particular challenge. Imagine two individuals confronted with the same difficult task. The first person thinks, "I've handled challenges like this before. I'll figure it out." The second person thinks, "This is too difficult. I don't think I can do it." Even if both individuals possess similar abilities, their outcomes may differ dramatically because of their differing beliefs. Self-efficacy influences motivation, persistence, resilience, problem-solving ability, emotional control, performance under pressure. People with strong self-efficacy view obstacles as challenges to overcome. Those with low self-efficacy often view obstacles as evidence of personal inadequacy. The remarkable aspect of self-efficacy is that it frequently becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you can succeed, you are more likely to persist. If you persist, you are more likely to improve. If you improve, you are more likely to succeed. And success strengthens your belief even further. A powerful cycle is created. Performance-based self-esteem. One reason competence plays such an important role in confidence is because much of our self-esteem is influenced by our perception of effectiveness. This idea is often referred to as performance-based self-esteem. Human beings derive a sense of satisfaction and pride from mastery. We naturally enjoy feeling capable. Whenever you successfully complete a challenging task, your mind records the experience as evidence of competence. You begin telling yourself, "I can handle difficult situations. I am resourceful. I can learn. I can adapt. I can overcome setbacks." These internal messages strengthen both self-confidence and self-esteem. On the other hand, repeated experiences of failure, helplessness, or avoidance can weaken these beliefs. When people consistently encounter situations they feel unable to control, they often begin developing feelings of powerlessness. This is why competence is such a critical component of personal growth. Confidence is not built through wishful thinking alone. It is built through demonstrated ability. The more capable you become, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more challenges you are willing to accept. The more challenges you accept, the more capable you become. Again, a powerful cycle emerges. The emotional impact of competence. Consider what happens when a problem arises in an area where you possess expertise. Perhaps you are an experienced engineer facing a technical issue. Perhaps you are a skilled athlete facing a competitive challenge. Perhaps you are a seasoned entrepreneur navigating a business obstacle. Because you have solved similar problems before, your mind responds differently. You remain calmer. You think more clearly. You trust your judgment. You focus on solutions rather than fears. Your previous successes become psychological evidence supporting your confidence. As a result, you experience positive emotions such as optimism, determination, enthusiasm, courage, satisfaction. These emotions improve performance even further. You become more creative, more persistent, and more resourceful. Success becomes increasingly likely. The emotional cost of feeling ineffective. Now consider the opposite scenario. Imagine confronting a challenge for which you feel completely unprepared. You do not know where to begin. You lack confidence in your abilities. You fear making mistakes. You doubt your judgment. Suddenly, your emotional state changes. You may experience frustration, anxiety, self-doubt, stress, discouragement. These emotions consume mental energy. Instead of focusing on solutions, you focus on problems. Instead of seeing possibilities, you see threats. Instead of taking action, you hesitate. The challenge itself may not have changed. What changed was your perception of your ability to deal with it. This demonstrates how powerfully self-efficacy influences emotional experience. The way you view yourself often determines how you experience reality. Why winners think differently. In competitive environments, observers often notice a fascinating pattern. People who are succeeding tend to display energy, humor, optimism, and enthusiasm. Those who are struggling often appear tense, defensive, and discouraged. This difference is not simply a matter of personality. It is often a reflection of perceived effectiveness. Success reinforces confidence. Confidence improves performance. Improved performance produces additional success. Meanwhile, repeated setbacks can produce a negative cycle. Failure creates doubt. Doubt reduces effort. Reduced effort lowers performance. Poor performance creates further failure. This is why breaking negative patterns requires more than positive thinking. It requires purposeful action that creates evidence of capability. Confidence grows when experience repeatedly proves that you are stronger than your fears. The law of cause and effect. Everything in life operates according to cause and effect. Results do not appear randomly. They emerge from actions, habits, decisions, and patterns. If certain individuals consistently display exceptional confidence, it is worth examining the causes behind that confidence. Research involving thousands of high performers reveals a consistent truth. People who possess extraordinary confidence usually develop extraordinary competence. Their confidence is rarely an accident. It is often the product of preparation, practice, discipline, learning, and persistence. They have accumulated evidence supporting their belief in themselves. Confidence is therefore less like magic and more like mathematics. Specific inputs produce specific outputs. Certain behaviors generate certain psychological results. When you repeatedly engage in the actions associated with confidence, confidence gradually becomes a natural part of your identity. Mastery, the foundation of genuine confidence. There is no substitute for mastery. Mastery is achieved through continuous learning, deliberate practice, and repeated application. Many people want confidence before they act. However, confidence usually appears after action. A musician becomes confident after countless hours of practice. An athlete becomes confident after years of training. A leader becomes confident after making difficult decisions. An entrepreneur becomes confident after solving hundreds of problems. Mastery transforms uncertainty into familiarity. The unknown becomes known. The difficult becomes manageable. The intimidating becomes ordinary. This transformation is the birthplace of authentic confidence. The danger of waiting to feel ready. One of the most common mistakes people make is believing they must feel confident before taking action. In reality, confidence rarely arrives first. Action comes first. Confidence follows. If you wait until fear disappears, you may wait forever. Growth occurs when individuals act despite uncertainty. Every meaningful achievement requires stepping beyond the boundaries of comfort. The first speech is uncomfortable. The first business venture is intimidating. The first leadership opportunity feels overwhelming. The first attempt at anything significant often feels awkward. Yet each experience expands capability. Each experience provides evidence. Each experience strengthens belief. Confidence is earned through engagement with life, building self-confidence one experience at a time. Confidence is not built overnight. It develops gradually through accumulated experiences. Every small victory matters. Every challenge overcome matters. Every promise kept matters. Each successful experience becomes a psychological reference point. Your mind begins collecting proof. I did that. I survived that. I learned from that. I improved. Over time, these experiences form a powerful foundation. When future challenges arise, you no longer approach them as a beginner. You approach them as someone with a history of overcoming obstacles. That history becomes one of your greatest assets. The role of self-talk. Your internal dialogue plays a critical role in shaping confidence. People often underestimate the influence of their daily thoughts. The words you repeatedly say to yourself become the lens through which you view reality. Constructive self-talk reinforces capability. Destructive self-talk reinforces limitation. When facing a challenge, a confident individual may think, "This is difficult, but I can learn." A less confident individual may think, I always fail at things like this. The challenge may be identical, but the psychological response is entirely different. Your mind listens to your internal conversations. Over time, those conversations become beliefs. Those beliefs become behaviors. Those behaviors become outcomes. Resilience and self-confidence. One of the strongest indicators of confidence is resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks without losing faith in yourself. Highly confident people do not interpret failure as evidence of permanent inadequacy. Instead, they view failure as information. They ask, what happened? What can I learn? How can I improve? This mindset allows them to maintain confidence even during difficult periods. Their identity remains stable because it is not dependent upon temporary outcomes. They understand that mistakes are part of growth. As a result, they recover faster and continue moving forward. The lifelong journey of self-development. Self-confidence is not a destination. It is an ongoing process. Every new level of growth introduces new challenges. Every challenge presents opportunities for learning. Every lesson increases capability. Every increase in capability strengthens confidence. The process never truly ends. The most successful individuals continue learning, adapting, and improving throughout their lives. They understand that confidence is not maintained through comfort. It is maintained through continual growth. Self-confidence and self-esteem are among the most influential forces in human life. Self-esteem reflects the value you place on yourself, while self-confidence reflects your belief in your ability to perform effectively. Supporting both is self-efficacy, the conviction that you can successfully handle specific challenges and achieve meaningful goals. These qualities are not fixed traits bestowed upon a fortunate few. They are developed through action, competence, mastery, resilience, and continuous self-improvement. The more capable you become, the more confidence you develop. The more confidence you develop, the more willing you become to confront challenges. The more challenges you confront, the more capable you become. This cycle is the engine of personal growth. Ultimately, genuine confidence is not built by pretending to be strong. It is built by becoming strong one decision, one challenge, one lesson, and one victory at a time. When you consistently invest in your growth, honor your commitments, develop your abilities, and face life's difficulties with courage, you gradually build something extraordinarily valuable, an unshakable belief in yourself that no setback, criticism, or temporary failure can easily destroy. That belief becomes the foundation upon which achievement, fulfillment, and personal excellence are built.